Good afternoon. Welcome to Fishing for Bees, December 9th, north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So the temperature right now is 50 degrees, and the sun's supposed to come out here in a little bit. It is going to drop to 48. The reason why we're up here is to do some oxalic acid vaporization treatments. I got my old school Lorobees plug-in unit. So there you go. Not the battery operated one, which is super cool and super convenient. We're still plugging it in. But anyways, so oxalic acid vaporization treatments during the winter. I'm just gonna touch on a couple things. Normally I would do everything first and then talk about it, but I'm still waiting for the sun to come out, and that's super important. So look at your weather, obviously temperature. Bees, give or take whether your colonies are in the sun or variables like that, such as wind hitting them and stuff. They break cluster at 40 degrees. So if you're treating bees at freezing, 32, they're in a tight cluster inside the colony, and you're essentially only treating those outside bees. So you want to make sure that they're breaking cluster. You also want to make sure that, because they're going to pour out, right? They're not going to be happy. They're going to be covered in crystals. They're going to pour out. You don't want them pouring out into the cold. You don't want them pouring out into the rain. You don't want to do this late in the evening. I mean, we're getting dark at 5:30 here now, so I wouldn't want to be doing this too late. Those ones that want to come out and clean those crystals off of them, you'll see them pour out in white crystals all over them. They want to clean them off. Some of them tend to want to do it outside. You don't want them coming out and freezing to death. It kind of defeats the purpose. You're trying to keep them alive, and then you're sending them outside of the colony after you fog them and blast them full of this stuff, and you're going to freeze them, or they're going to get rained on or whatever. So you want to do it early enough that they have enough time to recover, get back in the colony for the night. I don't see any month of the year that you can't do it, provided it meets these conditions, right? So normally people probably think you're not treating for mites, or you're treating your bees in December. I am. I'll treat them in February if the weather's correct. I missed a lot of the doses that I wanted to give these, so my thought here is I got an opportunity today, and I may have an opportunity next weekend, and that might be it until February, if the weather permits, March, whatever. So this is going to be it. I would say for my winter preparation, but winter preparation should have been done. So anyways, you can oxalic acid treat any time of the year. I've seen that question come up. You just need to be meeting the criteria for doing it safely and not harming your bees. This is kind of interesting right here. We got one. I just closed up my upper entrances for treatment, and this one obviously prefers the upper entrance. So hopefully they'll find their way in. But those are the things with the oxalic acid vaporization you need to keep in mind. It's really all about temperature. It's about breaking the cluster, so you're not treating a solid mass of bees and only treating the outside of the cluster. You want them to break cluster so that you're getting it all over them. And also, you don't want to treat them when the temperature isn't okay for them to be outside of the colony. I'm not talking flights for foraging or anything like that, but you'll notice there's bees flying right now. It's 50 degrees. It just got done raining. It's super windy. Everything's starting to get better now, so I'm going to be treating here soon. So they're fine to be outside. And you can see actually on colony 1, it looks like they're even taking out some dead. So they're getting ready. They know that the weather's going to change, but unfortunately, I'm going to blast them with crystals and cover them with it. So oxalic acid, super important. It's kind of interesting that all the conversations are coming out now as far as more and more extensive research on oxalic acid vaporization. And essentially what I'm hearing from these things that are coming out lately is what people have been talking about for years. Cayman Reynolds for sure. I'm going to screw up people's names, so I won't go down the list of them, but there's people that have been researching the effectiveness of oxalic acid vaporization and dribble and everything else for a very, very long time. But now all of a sudden they're coming out and telling us it's not effective under the brood cell. I've been hearing that for years. We knew that. It's not effective under the brood cell, or under the capped brood cell. That's why I use Formic Pro, to get under those capped brood cells in the fall. Now I'm treating with oxalic acid vaporization to get the mites that by chance might be on the bees. Then you wonder, well, what about under the brood cell? There's less brood cell. That's their breeding ground, but the queen is not laying until the solstice, summer solstice, winter solstice, I get them confused anyways, where the days start getting longer. She's not laying as much right now, so there is less brood. That's when oxalic acid vaporization is very effective. In spring or summer, when there's a ton of brood and you're hitting it with oxalic acid vaporization and you think you're treating for mites, you are. You're treating the mites that are on the bees, but only the bees that are home, right? During the spring and summer, they're foraging. You are not treating the mite production under the cells with oxalic acid vaporization. Those mites are still breeding. They're going to come out every day, and whatever you knocked off is going to be right back on again, and probably even more aggressively and in stronger numbers. So I really appreciate all the stuff that's coming out now, but I actually find it a little interesting that it's coming out. It seems to be coming out heavy on YouTube right now, talking about it not being effective under brood cells. I was told that years ago by people that are much smarter than me. And I took that and ran with it and have used that in my operation to understand that it's not effective under the brood cells. And when there's tons of brood, if you have a mite problem, there's tons of mites being reproduced in those brood cells and emerging every single day. So again, it's really important and effective for me right now because there's less brood. And I'm going to take this opportunity on December 9th, which sounds crazy, to treat for mites. So anyways, that's oxalic acid vaporization. I'm sure I forgot some things, but that's it in a nutshell. Do it when you need to do it. A couple things, you know, I would hope they go without being said. I'm not cracking these colonies open today, right? I'm coming here, I'm blasting them, and I'm leaving them. Just because it's safe enough to treat for mites, it's not safe enough to do inspections. Please don't pull frames. Don't break your seals. I'm not even going to check. I'll know if there's bees alive in here when I blast them, because some of them are going to come out. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope your bees are well. Just wanted to make a quick video letting you know that I put up some of our products on eBay under ETRE Sports. Again, that's ETRE Sports. Some discounted prices on the Hive Alive, cheaper than Amazon. Shipping included. Also, if you're in the Grand Rapids area, I have free samples of Hive Alive, treats up to a gallon. So anyways, I just want to say thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate everything. So I just wanted to extend these discounts to everybody in the lower 48. So check it out. You'll recognize the background on eBay. It's the cheapest prices on eBay. Again, that's ETRE Sports. I have them listed on eBay, both sizes, both discounted. There's only 4 of each, so it's just while supplies last. But again, as a thank you for all the support this season, and we'll catch you around. Thanks.